Okay, I'm going to plant up a spring container with plants that I got yesterday at the Capital Region Flower Expo. It's a Hellebore. First, we need to get some soil and things out of the shed. Welcome to my she shed. I just recently organized this a few weeks ago, getting ready for spring and summer season. For today, I'm going to need some gloves. This is nice to know where everything is. Okay, let's use an open pair. Okay, next, my pop-up bag. To clean out any soil from the pots we're going to plant up. I do want a little bit of soil that's left over from last year. Okay. Put everything in my pop-up bag. And let me think. That should be good for now. So I'm going to plant up this one planter and also repot a Huechera that's on the front porch. This is the Hellebore. I'll show you the tag. It's so pretty, the soft pink and green. They had a couple of choices. Darker purple, like this one on the tag, dark purple and green, which I had in my last garden, but I wanted to try the lighter color. And here's the back of the tag. So usually these are great in shady spots, and they're blooming really early in spring, which is nice to get some color this time of year. So I'm gardening in zone 5B, so the daffodils here are just starting to come up, and stores are starting to get pansies, but this is the first Hellebore I saw this year, and this is from Fadigan's, which is a local nursery that I've been to a few times. So I was glad to see that they had some Hellebores. So here's the pot. And this was a pot I got last year that I had planted up a fall container in. I took out the dead plants a few weeks ago, and the one remaining plant is dianthus, which is a spring blooming plant, and it looks like it might come back. They are perennial here, so I'm going to see what happens. So I'm going to leave that one in and just put the Hellebore right here and leaving the dianthus in the front, or the side. We'll see which way I want it to go, but I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. And then I will show you how it looks once I put it in the pot. Okay, here she is, all planted up. So pretty, and it's starting to rain. And I just took out the soil that was already in there, put the plant in, left the dianthus right here in the front, and now I will water this in and then put it up on the porch. It's been very wet lately, so I don't think I'll have to come out and water this too often. And then this will go in the ground once spring is over with, and I replant this with my summer annuals. which I just ordered yesterday. They should be here the first week of May. So that one is done. Okay, then I will take a photo and video of how it looks in its spot where it's going to go by the front door. Okay. There she is. I don't know if I want it on the left or the right side yet, but I'll keep it here for now, and then I can always wheel it over to the other side and move my owl and lantern to the other side. Got my Easter rug, and there's Lola checking out what's happening out here. Okay, next I'm going to repot what looks like a dead Huechera, but it's not. I went and got some plant tone out of the shed to feed this plant, which I think is Dolce Appletini. I got this a few years ago, and I don't have the plant tag, so I can't remember exactly, but it's very light green, and I think it does have the pink blooming spikes, which is a proven winner's plant. And this wicker basket I just got at, I think, Gardener's Supply. Maybe I ordered some plants from there a few years ago. So I've just been reusing this, and it just sits on the porch on a little table, so it's very weathered, but I like that look. And then there's just a plastic pot inside that, and I have a plastic liner just to catch the excess water that might drip out the bottom, so it doesn't soak the grapevine or the wicker pot. So I knocked off a lot of the excess older soil, dumped that in my bag, and I just have this leftover potting mix from last year. I'm going to try and use that up as well, and then I just sprinkle some plant tone in. Mix that in to get rid of the food. Like just a small handful really is all I need in here. This is good for a season or two, and it's fairly new soil, so that will also feed the plant. And this is a perennial, so it comes back every year. So next I'm just going to put the Huechera in, like so, and maybe knock off a little bit more soil. There you go, because it's sitting a little high, so I'm just going to knock some of this bottom soil off, and then I will put the remaining soil from my bag in, and then show you how it turns out. Here she is, all planted up, and I had just enough soil in that bag to finish it, which is what I was hoping for. And now we'll just water this in. And I've watered this a few times in the winter. Doesn't need much, even though it is winter. You still want to make sure you do water your plants that are outside, overwintering, inside or outside, if there's not enough rain. Which this one sits under the porch and does not get any rain, so that's why I do water this one fairly regularly. So now we'll just move it back to its place. And that will look very nice in a few weeks, even though it doesn't look like much now. And this my mother-in-law got me. I'll just stick that back there we go.